And welcome everyone to the Shed. Rusty Witcher alongside Jackson Humphreys tonight, as we've got a pretty major battle between the Smoky Valley Vikings and your Hesston Swathers. Jax, man, glad to have you joining me. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely, Rusty. I mean, wow, what storylines to talk about from the league standings to sub-state. This is going to be one heck of a battle.
Yeah, it's kind of, you're setting everything up for the postseason, but let's talk league. You're enlightening me with the league standing, because I'm telling you what, sometimes the CKL trying to figure out what is what, it's kind of a mess.
Absolutely, yeah. So the Swathers have dropped 2 league games and are all likely out of it, assuming Hillsborough and Halstead take care of business.
Okay.
But Smoky Valley has only dropped that one early, the first game of the after winter break to Hoisington.
Okay.
And so with 2 wins against Halstead and Hesston tonight, you would end up with a share of the league championship.
Okay. So the Vikings with a lot to play for, but then you shift the field, and it's a battle chasing Halstead. You're looking at this southeast of Saline sub-state. We both got the standings here. Halstead right now, they're the 1 seed at 16-2. The Swathers come in as a 2 seed at 15-3, but Smoky Valley's down there. They'd be a 6 seed right now. They're 13-5. You've got a 13-5 team as your 6 seed. What do you do? I mean, maybe at some point, Keisha, they'll seed it like they should, but it's the hand you're dealt. You have to play everybody.
Yeah, it's the stacked central region of Kansas, 3A substates. If you make it to state from one of those, that you're going to be pretty high up there.
Absolutely, absolutely. It really does speak volumes to how tough the CKL really is. You've seen this time and time again, not just in girls sports, in boys sports, not just in basketball. We're talking across the board, football, volleyball. It's a brutal league of a lot of really good squads here that represent day in and day out on the field, on the court, wherever they may go.
Absolutely.
So a lot of fun tonight. We'll take a quick look at the starting lineups here. And for the Vikings of Smoky Valley, well, wait a second. We got a few minutes. They're going to play the national anthem, and we'll turn over to the best pep band in the state, led by Lyle Graverson, or one of the best for sure.
I would have to give it to them for sure.
Yeah, they know how to bring the Shed to their feet. It's a great night tonight. Also, they're going to be recognizing both teams at one state in 2014, 10 years ago. So we'll be right back here.
At this time, would you please stand while HESSTON High School junior Audrey Tipton sings our national anthem.
Well, there was a surprise. HESSTON High School junior Audrey Tipton with a rousing national anthem. So hats off to Audrey for stepping up. you know, that's kind of nerve-wracking. I couldn't do it.
Oh, absolutely. I can't imagine. I'd rather be shooting pressure free throws, that's for sure.
Exactly. I'd much rather do that, too. So hats off to Audrey. Starting lineup tonight for the Vikings of Smoky Valley, number 0, 5'7" senior, and Brianne Peters. Number 4, a 5'5" senior, and Eva Malm. Number 21, a 5'7" senior, and Tinley Scott. Number 23, a 5'8" senior, and Adrian Hiswood. And number 32, a 6' junior, and Kat Blanchett. Starting lineup for the Swathers tonight, number 3, a 5'10" junior, and Kendall Brugan. Number 5, a 5'3" sophomore, and Callie Yoder. Number 15, a 5'10" junior, and Abby Proctor. Number 20, a 5'8" junior, Casey Mason. And number 35, a 5'6" junior, in Ava McGill. Jackson, we talked about this, a very senior-laden Smoky Valley team, but not a lot of depth.
Yeah, it's. I was looking at records and watching some film, and then thought that they might have reminded me a little bit of KU men's basketball team here with a great guard in Hazelwood and a great post in Blanchett, but not a lot past that starting lineup.
And I'm sitting here, and I did see the game. Hesston did beat Smoky Valley 40-34 back in December. I'm out here, I'm looking at watching players, and the changing of hair colors, not seeing what you're doing. Oh, okay. Now the Hazelwood was way lighter hair when back in December. Dark hair was, where is she? Okay, now we got it. We're good. So mine just turns gray. It's going to happen, Jackson.
Yeah, a little confusing, but I'm guessing they'll be able to get the matchup straightened out, I would hope.
Right. So last second instructions. Smoky Valley coached by Jason Drullardi, assisted by Kimmy Linshield and Kelsey Anderson. The Swathers coached by Matt Richardson, assisted by Kristen Barber and Hannah Hageman. Athletic trainer, as always, Nate Bartell, who has to be in about 3 or 4 different spots sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, being the trainer really for both teams a lot of times, and always the stable presence on the bench too when you need him.
We are ready for action. Ball in the air. Tip controlled by the Vikings. Off we go. Hazelwood will handle the point guard duties. She's picked up by Ava McGill. Hazelwood drives all the way in, goes up against Abby Proctor, rolls it home, and the Vikings quickly out in front 2-0.
Yeah, much earlier score than the last game where the Vikings didn't score in the entire first quarter.
That's right. Callie Yoder looking to answer back. Now Ava McGill. They'll play catch on the wing. Callie kicks it back out. Abby Proctor. Swathers reset. Smoky Valley in a man-to-man. Ava thought about the jumper, changed her mind. Casey Mason back out to Kendall Brugan. KB, she'll launch the deep 3. That's a little strong off the heel. Rebound, Ava McGill. Swathers reset their offense on the offensive rebound. KB on the far side, guarded by Peters. KB with the crossover move, tried to dump it back out. Peters read it perfectly. Taking ahead, there's Blanchett. Blanchett streaking down the court, lost it going up. Now she'll fire the shot, wild shot, comes up short. Abby Proctor clears the rebound. Swathers back the other way. Abby Proctor works around the perimeter. KB here on the near side. Kendall out in front. Swathers patiently working against this man-to-man defense. Callie Yoder, the 15-foot jumper off the elbow, up and good. And the Swathers answer back. We played just over a minute, and the Swathers and Vikings tied it 2.
Yeah, you have to love Callie Yoder being aggressive early in the game. Vikings continue to go under those ball screens and handoffs, and you're going to have to make them pay from the pull-ups.
There's a nifty little move by Hazelwood as she goes one way, spins the other way, and scores, and the Vikings in front 4-2. Swathers looking to answer back. Casey Mason has a pass tip, but there's Abby Proctor. Proctor finds Mason streaking to the hoop, and Casey kisses it home off the glass, and we're tied at 4. Hazelwood, the senior, picked up by Ava McGill. They'll switch off on the screen. Hazelwood, the wild runner off the glass, tips it around. There's Malm trying to clean it up, kicks it out. The 3 by Scott, up and good. Tinley Scott reins in the 3.
Yeah, reins in and reminds me of my own shot there, almost touching the ceiling.
Little high arching shot you had, I remember that. The rain-bringing 3, so to speak, is Casey Mason with the scoop shot. That's a little strong. There's KB with the rebound. She'll back it out, and the Swathers reset. Abby Proctor on the far side. Abby, the second leading scorer on the Swather team, coming in just under, around about 10 a game. Abby directing traffic from the far wing. Far to us, near to you guys in the camera on the view.
Oh, missed a big double dribble there. Stay with the Swathers after that block from Hazelwood.
Swathers will toss it in from the baseline here. Kind of under us almost in the Swather Sports Network nook. Ava looking to key it in. Finds KB, Kendall, short corner, dumps it Casey Mason. Casey lost it, gets it back, and the Swathers fortunate to reset. As Callie Yoder dumps it down, that's taken away by the Vikings. Scott comes up with it. The Vikings looking to push. Hazelwood out in front, swings over Blanchett. Blanchett goes to work, lost it going up. They're going to say jump ball, and the possession will go to the Swathers. Kind of a case there, Jackson, where Blanchett left her feet and changed her mind in midair.
Yeah, you have to know when guarding Blanchett that she's going to go right to the rack with that right hand. Either have to step in front and take a charge or knock it away like the Swathers did there and end up with the jump ball.
4:49 to go here, opening quarter. Abby Proctor, straight away. Swathers setting up a stack, trying to free Bruggen and Yoder on the far side, and they'll reset their offense. Swathers trail by 3. Ava McGill finding Abby Proctor. Proctor dumps it to Mason at the low block. Casey goes to work. Little scoop shot. Rebound taken in by Scott. And there's the first foul of the game on the Swathers. As Ava picks up her first. No, they're going to charge it to Casey Mason. I thought it was on Ava McGill. That's what I get for thinking.
Yeah, I did as well, but.
So Casey with her first. 4:23 to go here in our first quarter. Swathers trail by 3. Malm with it on the far side. Eva Malm, guarded by Kendall Bruggen, dumps it down, nobody home. And that went out of bounds to the Swathers. So quick turnover, getting the ball back to Heston.
Yeah, physical game thus far. Officials really letting them play early, so we'll see how the players adjust here.
Jackson, did you like the physical game?
I did, yeah. It fitted our team style quite well.
Abby with it on top, Casey Mason. Casey looking down low. Callie thought about a 3 from the far corner. Back on top, Casey gets it, goes to work, steps in. Kicks out to Abby, left alone. She'll dial up from deep. Operator, can you hear me? Connection as Abby reigns in the 3, and we're tied at 7.
Yeah, nice unselfish pass from Mason there. Had a decent look inside, but decided to throw it to the wide open Proctor.
That inside to out 3 might be one of the highest percentage threes as Callie Yoder striking down the court. She's stripped from behind.
Number 2, Jaden Williams, entering the game here early for Ava McGill.
And I tell you what, Jaden Williams has played well as of late, moving up the ranks and getting a lot of varsity minutes.
Yeah, coming in as a freshman, she kind of adds an offensive threat from the perimeter that the Swathers maybe don't otherwise have.
There's a foul on Smoky Valley. I think that goes against Malm. She'll pick up her first, but I'll wait till the signal. It was Malm that time. I got that one right. I'm 1 for 2 on fouls tonight. Hence why I'm up here not wearing the stripes. Abby Proctor plays on top. Callie Yoder. Down low to Abby. Abby in traffic, looking, steps through. Off the window, too strong. And a foul whistled on, I think, Smoky Valley, and I think that goes against Hazelwood. It did. Hazelwood picks up her first personal foul.
Yeah, if there's one thing the Vikings can't have is foul trouble early in this game.
Callie looking to bring it in from the baseline, finds Kendall. Kendall driving all the way in, floats it up and in and out, and the rebound pulled down by Malm. Hazelwood picked up by KB across the timeline. Down low to Blanchett. Blanchett in traffic, floats it up and in and out. I'm not sure how that one didn't go down, and the Swathers with the clear out. Under 3 to go, first quarter. Callie has it poked away, but she'll get it back in the corner. Gives it to Bruggen. Kendall trying to drive, steps back. Far side to Jaden Williams. Jaden from 15 pulls it back. Swathers patient, working against this. Kendall dials up from deep. Her 3 crawls off. Rebound at Abby Proctor. Proctor stick back a little strong, and the rebound hauled in by the Vikings.
Yeah, Swathers getting great looks early in this game, just they're not quite falling.
Hazelwood picked up by Kendall Bruggen. Hazelwood drives in, pulls it from 15 with a little bit of a floater that hits the heel, comes down to Blanchett. Blanchett muscles the shot up. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Blanchett and goes to the Swathers. And you're right, Jackson, it is a physical game tonight.
Physical and hectic, and I'm not sure which team probably would prefer that style, but they're going to have to adjust regardless.
They will. Kendall here on the near side. She has been quiet yet to score. Kendall drives in, muscles the shot up, and scores off the glass. Not sure how she did that, but she did, and it's 2 points, and the Swathers have their first lead of the contest. Hazelwood will bring the ball up the floor one more time. Stops and pops from way downtown and knocks it down. Hazelwood has 7 of the 10 after she knocks a 3 down.
Yeah, Hazelwood has a little bit Caitlin Clark-esque, where if she's across half court, you have to pick her up.
Abby Proctor has it blocked out of bounds. As Hazelwood playing at both ends. No.
I think that's her second block of the game.
Yeah. Swathers getting in. Kendall floats it from 10, gets her own rebound. Kendall goes to work, high off the glass, missing. Rebound tipped around, pulled down by the Vikings.
Mom pushing, gonna take it to the rack. Nice finish through a little bit of contact there.
Eva Malm scoring, and the Vikings now stretch the lead to 3. Kendall trying to set the offense up. Steps inside the arc, has it blocked by Peters. Malm with the clear out. Ahead to Scott, who's fouled on the shot, and we'll have the first free throws of the game coming with 1:04 to go in the quarter. Callie guilty of the foul. She'll pick up her first.
Yeah, only four fouls through with a minute left in the first quarter here. Looks like foul trouble probably won't be an issue, if I had to guess.
And there's the high arching free throw, does not drop as Abby and Ava checking back in. Jaden and Casey take a quick seat. Ella Kate Phillips snuck in the game. That free throw, rattling home. Scott with 4 points now, and that's the lead, 13-9, a minute to go in our first frame of play. Ava trying to turn the corner, lost it loose on the floor. Scrum for the rebound, taken away by Blanchett. Blanchett ahead, and the Vikings come away with it. Hazelwood, the senior guard, picked up by Ava McGill. Hazelwood trying to drive all the way in, double team, swings it around. Scott goes down low. Abby Proctor steps in front of Blanchett, and a tie-up possession arrow staying with the Vikings. So Hazelwood will toss it in from the baseline. To Blanchett. Blanchett at the elbow. Malm trying to drive, backs it out. Hazelwood dials up from deep again. That one off the mark. Rebounds tipped around. Swathers come away with it. Callie Yoder ahead. Kendall. Back to Callie. Abby, she'll dial up another 3. Abby's 3, missing rebound. Kendall, the offensive cleanup is up and good. Kendall goes to work on the offensive Windex.
Yeah, sometimes shot hasn't been falling early for Bruggen, but she's been getting to the boards and either cleaning up her own misses or cleaning up others, and that's how you get yourself going when you're not shots not falling.
3 seconds to go. There's a desperation heave that almost went in for Hazelwood. We've played a quarter. Swathers trail 13-11 in this hotly contested Central Kansas League matchup.
Yeah, quick start. Well, relatively for both teams, I guess, compared to the last meeting.
Right.
But yeah, the shots have been falling for the Vikings and really haven't for the Swathers outside of that 1-3 from Proctor early in the first quarter.
And that's one thing that Swathers, they've run into some teams who are not afraid to pull the trigger from deep.
Absolutely, and we mentioned earlier the sub-state standings. Those are the type of teams that you do not want to run into during sub-state, where one hot night could injure season.
Exactly. And I've seen that happen on both fronts, whether it's boys or girls basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. We mentioned earlier, but with a win, Hesston would probably lock themselves into the second seed here and avoid having to play Smoky Valley in the first round of sub-state.
Yeah, could end up seeing a team 3 times in the same sub-state, and you're a 13-5 team sitting at possibly a 6th seed.
Yeah, and it's very hard to beat a team 3 times in one season, especially when they're as good as the Smoky Valley team.
We were talking a little bit about this before we went on. You've got that Hoyt Royal Valley sub-state in girls. There's one team with a winning record.
The inequities of 3A basketball, Rusty.
Exactly, the smaller schools. We could talk for hours about that, but we won't. We'll go back to live basketball.
Absolutely.
Callie Yoder steps across. Here come the Swathers, trailing by a bucket. Second quarter action. Abby Proctor at the elbow, gives to Bruggen. Kendall tried to dump it to Abby, gets it down low. Abby goes to work. That ball's blocked out of bounds and will stay with the Swathers. This is about the 3rd or 4th block we've seen tonight from the Vikings.
Yeah, when you can be aggressive and not worry about swinging, you're going to get a lot of block shots.
Abby goes to work down low, dishes to Casey. Casey, a nice little ball fake. She'll draw a foul. She'll shoot 2. That was a really good ball fake.
Yeah, get Blanchett up in the air. I mean, it's a big deal.
And Blanchett picks up her first personal foul. So Casey will shoot 2. The junior at the free throw stripe. And her first free throw is good. Casey knocks down the free throw. At one time, Casey had it earlier this year. Casey had an identity crisis and thought she was a freshman, but she's really a junior. The second free throw is good. That was on the weekly walkthrough H-Town podcast where she identified herself as a freshman. Said, wait, no, I'm a junior. So Casey is a junior. She ties the game with 2 free throws, all knotted up at 13 apiece.
Wow, a lot of contact there on the Hazelwood's drive, but they'll play on. Bruggen driving to the court. This is Yoder.
Back on top, Abby Proctor. It's just a lot of physicality. Ava on the wing. Abby looking down low. Back on top, Casey. Top of the circle. Swathers reset. Callie at the low block. Tried to get the ball through. Blanchett comes up with it. Comes up with the strip. And the 6-foot junior, wild runner, draws a foul, and she'll shoot a pair.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, if she's going right at the basket, it's probably going up, and Proctor got a pretty big piece of the arm there. So
Abby picks up her first personal foul, first team foul, and Kat Blanchett at the free throw line to shoot a pair. That free throw good.
First substitute tonight for the Smoky Valley Vikings, number 14. Sophia Fruits comes into the name. That's a fun last name.
It is. The second free throw. Misses the rebound, pulled down by Kendall. Vikings with a 1-point advantage. Kendall dishes to Ava. She'll dial up a 3 from the corner. That crawls around and doesn't drop. And the rebound cleared by Hazelwood. Fruits back to Hazelwood, and the Vikings reset. That one's nearly stripped away. Timeout taken by Smoky Valley. They'll want 60 seconds, talk things over. We're going to catch our breath as we're watching more and more of the 2014 state champion. Both teams starting to show up. I see players up there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fun to see them back after 10 years.
It is 10 years ago. Both teams won state. It kind of went back because it had been a long time since either team had won state at that point.
Yeah, well, it's inspired a run where they both went back to state, and the girls managed to repeat, and then the boys have just recently three-peated. Kind of spurned on a bout of basketball success that has really made Hesston to a powerhouse, both boys and girls.
And it has been a fun ride to just, even as a fan or a voice on Swathers Sports, just to watch it and be a part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember singing in the Hutchinson Sports Arena as a fifth grader, and hoping that was me one day, and it ended up being.
And it did. So dreams do come true.
They do. Not quite maybe due to COVID as much as in 2014, but that's okay.
So Hesston trailing Smoky Valley by a point. Hazelwood has to get it in and does. We'll set the offense up. Down low they go. And Hazelwood with the post up, but she's fouled before the shot.
Yeah, I like the idea to get Hazelwood in the post up on McGill there. She has a little bit of a height advantage. And it's a nice play.
They swing it back out. Ava picks up her first personal foul. Tinley Scott. Down low. Peter's shot was swatted by Kendall. Abby comes away with it.
Yeah, Bregan went up for the kill in volleyball there and
got it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Send it back from whence it came. Abby with it on the far side. Casey at the elbow. Gives it back. Ava lost it, gets it back, and swings it over till Abby Proctor here in the far corner near to us. As Kendall reset the offense. Under 6 to go, second quarter. Abby trying to drive, pull up jumper, crawls up, over, and drops home. Abby Proctor has 5 points tonight, and the Swathers lead by a point.
Yeah, the Swathers continue to be very patient on offense, which is so important when possessions and points are at a premium here.
Hazelwood has her pass picked off by the active hands of Callie Yoder. Kendall here on the near side trying to beat 3 Vikings down the court. Dumps it to Casey, who slices behind. And Hazelwood says, not in my lane, as she swats out of bounds. She's quickly filling up a stat sheet.
Exactly, yeah. Again, the Kevin McCuller comparison. Defense, offense, all
does
of
a
the
little
above.
bit of everything and does it well. As Kendall here on the near side, little head fake, kicks it on top. Jaden Williams lets fly the 3 off the side of the rim. Long rebound tracked down here in the corner by Peters. Back come the Vikings. Blanchett swings over to Hazelwood. Hazelwood stops and pops for 3. That's off the front of the iron. The rebound pulled down by Callie Yoder. I'd like to know where Hazelwood's going to go play basketball next year, because I think she's going to have a long, successful career wherever she goes.
Yeah, I'm sure the Bethany Swedes would love to have her, but
the pull-up jumper by Abby Proctor. Missing rebound pulled down by Kendall Brugan. Down low they go. That nice active hands by Blanchett to deflect the pass. Smoky Valley cleaning up the mess. Down low, Blanchett, scoop shot, too far under the bucket. Here's the Swathers on the clear. Kendall going coast to coast. Reverse layup will not go. And this pace is frantic. Blanchett the other way. Blanchett stops and pops and rolls it home.
yeah, Proctor got knocked in the face, looks like maybe an elbow to the lip or something, and kind of walked off the court there. But looks like we're all good. We'll get officials' time. Hesston ball coming out. Vikings lead 16-15 with 4:21 to go in the second quarter.
Kind of feels like one of those heavyweight fights in the CKL. A couple teams just jab with haymakers, and everyone's answering.
Yeah, well, with the pace of the game, you'd expect the score to be a lot higher, but with how physical it's been, both teams have struggled to finish inside.
Kendall, and we got an illegal screen that waves off Kendall's 3. Abby picks up her second personal foul. (16-15) our score. As Hazelwood will bring the ball up the floor. Dumps to Blanchett. Blanchett lost it. And throws it away. Sounded like the Hesston faithful across the court wanted to travel.
Yeah, I think both sides probably had a little bit of reason for complaint after that play, wanting a foul or travel, but ends up with Hesston ball.
Casey Mason drives in, has it swatted by Scott. Blanchett then has it stripped by Kendall. Kendall from way downtown lets it fly. Rebound taken in, Abby Proctor. Abby drives in, clears it back out. A timeout taken by head coach Matt Richardson.
Yeah, good timeout. It's been a frantic pace. You'd like to see the Swathers slow down and get a good shot here.
3:25 to go in our first half. And what's been a back and forth first half. Like you said, not a lot of scoring, but it's a battle out there as we're going to have a battle tonight.
Yeah, this game is everything it's been built up to me and even more thus far. You've had some incredible shooting and a lot of great defense, and it'll be interesting to see if the officials come out from halftime and decide to kind of start to clean it up and how that affects the game.
.325 to go. Boys game will tip off. We're going to stay with it here after the girls game because they're going to recognize both squads. We'll just have the mics on for ambient noise. Hopefully you'll be able to hear that.
Looks like it'll be underneath for the Swathers.
So we're ready for action from the baseline here. Ava to bring it in. A foul whistled on, I think, the Vikings. And that's on Hazelwood, and that's number 2, Jackson. That's 2 with 3:25 to go in the quarter.
Yeah, they switched Hazelwood onto Bruggen there. I'm not quite sure why, as Peters has been doing a fantastic job in slowing her down, but they'll go back to that matchup.
Bruggen working against Peters. Kendall wraps it all the way down. Nobody home, and that's out of bounds. Hazelwood to set this offense up. And she thought about pulling that trigger from deep. Changed her mind with 3 to go in our quarter. Hazel trying to turn the corner. The wild runner will not drop. And the rebound cleared by Kendall Bruggen. Kendall's probably got 4, 5, 6 boards already to go with her 4 points.
Yeah, at least. Well, while she's maybe not contributing to her normal standards on offense, her defense and her rebounding have been quite impressive.
Kendall goes in, wraps it back out to Casey Macy. Casey's 15-footer will not drop. Hazel with the rebound. And Hazelwood doing her own stat sheet stuffing as she grabs another board.
Yeah, they're going to set up, well, looks like they're going to set up that double screen, but
there's a foul on Ava, and Ava picks up number 2. Callie and Abby checking back in. Kendall and Casey will get a quick breath. With 2:24 to go, Swathers trailing by a point. It was 13-11 at the end of the first quarter, Jackson, so points at a premium here in this second quarter. Malm working, has it nearly taken away. That's loose. Callie Yoder comes away with it. Callie ahead to Ella Kate Phillips, and Ella Kate kicks it around.
Good decision there by the Swathers to pull it out and reset and get a good look here.
Jaden Williams drives all the way, and she bumped by Malm, and Eva Malm picks up foul number 2.
Bruggen heads back to the scorers table. Quick breather. Quick
30-second breather, yeah. It might have taken me 30 seconds just to get off the floor, but that's neither here nor there. So, under 2 to go as Abby lobs it back on top to Ava.
Yep, got the travel there from McGill. Just a little hesitated when the pass wasn't there to Proctor.
As Hazel to get her directions from her coach. Hazel crossing over the heave. Is up and good by Scott. Her second high arching 3.
Yeah, I love the no hesitation. Just has some space and is going up with it.
Abby plays it down low to Ella Kate, and it's stripped away. Scott's can 2-3. She has 7. Hazelwood has 7. Vikings have hit 3 triples so far. Swathers hit 1.
Yeah, the Swathers really haven't had a good look at the basket in quite a while.
The Vikings are smothering them as the pull-up jumper up and good. It's a 3 by Callie Yoder. So Callie knocks down the 3, and it's a 1-point game.
Yeah, and even as we say that, it's still just a 1-point game with a minute or just over a minute to go here.
As Hazelwood driving on the way in, she'll float it off the window, will not go, and there's a defensive rebound by Ella Kay Phillips. Kendall plays it all the way across here, far corner, back out to Callie on the far side. Abby Proctor works to the top of the circle with 19 on the clock, or 48 on the clock, excuse me. Kendall thought about the jumper. She'll drive all the way in, pull it from 12, and that's good. Kendall Berugan in the mid-range game, her 6th point, and the Swathers had the lead 20-19 with 36 seconds to play. Scott drives all the way in, and she's fouled, and she'll shoot a pair. Ella Kate Phillips picks up her first personal foul. Tinley Scott, the 5'7" senior, 1 for 2 tonight. And that free throw, good.
Yeah,
Scott,
nice. Go ahead.
Scott knocks the free throw down. She now has 8 points to lead the Vikings offense.
Yeah, she's playing with a lot of offensive confidence right now. You know, hit a couple early threes, and now is looking to take it to the hole.
Second free throw will not drop. Rebound pulled down, Kendall Berugan. We're all knotted up at 20 with 27 seconds to go in the half. Kendall, far side, skips it all the way across to Abby Proctor. Near side, Jaden Williams, and she'll reset. 16 now on the clock. Callie calling out the offense. Comes to Abby with 10. Abby with 9. Back on top, Jaden. She'll let the 3 go. Her 3, good! Jaden Williams buries the 3, and the Swathers take the lead. Hazelwood, the half-court heave, good if it goes off the mark. We'll go to halftime. The Swathers lead the Vikings 23-20. We'll be back with the start of the second half right here from the Shed on the Swathers Sports Network. And welcome back to the shed. Rusty Witcher alongside Jackson Humphreys. Minute to go. Jackson, we talked about this. The physicality of this game it's really physical.
Yeah, absolutely. And neither team really got into foul trouble because of it, and that's probably a benefit to Smoky Valley most of all. So you have to think that we'll see the starters for the majority of this second half. I mean, with really only one substitution there, you're going to ride or die with that starting five.
Yeah. Tinley Scott leads all scores. She has 8. Adrian Hazelwood with 7. 3 for Kat Blanchett, 2 for Eva Malm. On the other side of things, Kendall Bergen with 6. 5 for both Callie Yoder and Abby Proctor. 4 for Casey Mason and 3 for Jaden Williams. So Jaden Williams is the only player to score from the bench for either squad.
Yeah, I could have told you I would have taken the over-under on probably 5 from the bench points from both teams this game. So we'll see if that comes true.
Off we go in third quarter action here from the shed in this CKL matchup. Hazelwood looking to drive, gives off. Scott at the elbow, plays it back out. Malm, as they go down low to Hazelwood, that's poked away, but there's Scott. She reels in the high arching 3 off the iron rebound, Casey Mason. Swathers, their first possession of the third quarter. Kendall Bergen straight away. Casey Mason all the way around the corner. Callie Yoder, she'll fire the 3. Long off the heel, the rebound pulled down. But Jackson, we talked a little bit about that too. Callie Yoder, the sophomore, starting to not be shy about pulling the trigger, and you like that. That just adds an extra depth to your offense.
Yeah, if her and Jaden Williams off the bench can come in and hit a couple threes, man, that really opens it up for either a Proctor or Mason post-up or just Brugan driving it down.
Exactly. Scott swings over Hazelwood looking down low. Blanchett goes to work, stepping through, and Blanchett is fouled by Casey Mason. And Casey picks up her second personal foul.
Might be the latest that she's picked up 2 all year.
Hazelwood plays it back out. In the corner is Scott. Down low to Blanchett. Blanchett. Jump ball, and the Swathers come behind. And I think it was Callie Yoder slipping behind. Blanchett never saw her, and Callie forces the turnover on the possession roll.
Yeah, Blanchett brought it down, and Callie Yoder was there to snatch it.
Kendall Brugan works on the far side. Back out on top, Abby Proctor. Callie, she'll fire that three. Her three up and good. Callie buries her second three. She has 8, and the Swathers lead by 6. Scott trying to hand off to Hazelwood. Hazelwood stepping through. The wild runner, and they're going to call a travel before Hazelwood's shot. So the turnover gives the ball to the Swathers.
Yeah, Hazelwood really likes to go to that kind of nice little hezzy on the left side, and then we'll go to the long Euro step, and I think just came down before she was able to get that ball up.
Kinsley Haxton checks in for the Vikings, a 5'5" freshman. Casey Mason works on the near side wing. Kendall spinning in traffic and has it just taken away by Blanchett. And then Kendall, they're going to get Kendall on the frustration reaching, kind of. And that's tough. That's a tough one because you're trying to save possession. You're kind of out of control and guilty of that little extra hand check.
Yeah, man, I would have liked to see Brugan just try to get that one up there instead of trying to throw it out to Mason.
Hazelwood with it. Pull up from straight away. Her three off the heel. Rebound, Kendall Brugan. He has about 3,000 rebounds in this game, it feels like. As they dump it down low. She has a ways to go to the woman last night who set a Division I record with 44 rebounds, or an NCAA record with 44 rebounds last night.
Yeah, I think that might be out of reach.
Ava McGill down low. Abby Proctor.
Missed kick ball there, but Swathers recovered. Yoder driving to the basket here. Nice take.
Skip shot.
Yeah.
Oh. She works to the rack. She'll shoot a pair of free throws, but I love it. It's kind of like you've seen a sophomore come alive.
Yeah, Hazelwood got her right on the head, and that's her third foul here. I have to be interesting to see what the Vikings decide to do. I think down 6, you probably have to let her ride, but
Callie knocks the free throw down. She has 9 points now. Chance to get to double figures. And she does. She has 10 to lead all scorers. Swathers have stretched the lead to 8. And a little full court pressure. Scott plays it down low. Peters at the low block, and Scott rebounds and bounces back away.
Sitting in a little 3-2 zone. Nice pass to Peters.
Peters high off the glass, missing a rebound. Who else? The Windex woman herself, Kendall Brugan. And Haxton whistled for her first personal. Second team foul. A lot of people in the shed tonight. The shed filling up rapidly.
Yeah, well, Rusty, you also got to remember we got the after prom dessert fundraiser.
Which I won't win. I won't win a thing, but that's okay. That Atlee Preheim wins everything, so that's okay. That ball tipped away. Active hands by Peters, and she goes coast to coast and scores her first bucket of the ball game, and the first bucket of the third quarter for the Vikings.
Yeah, a nice way always to get the turnover and then go finish on the other way.
Casey Mason plays it over Abby Proctor. Ava McGill back out to Casey Mason, and that ball tipped and it'll be out of bounds and stay with Heston. Jackson, how many tickets did you buy?
I've got to buy any, Rusty, but I will definitely be going out there after this game, that's for sure.
You better, because they're going to do it at the end of the first quarter. Between the first and second quarter, they're announcing all the winners. So.
Oh, well, then hopefully mine will be at the top then.
That's what everybody says. I think they give it a shake. I think they do. Callie Yoder plays it now. Swing it over Abby Proctor. She eyed the three ball, changed her mind, and resets. Casey looking to drive. She'll pull up her jumper. Off the mark. Rebound. tipped around, and there's going to be a foul on the Swathers.
Be the third on McGill, I believe.
Yeah, Ava picks up her third personal foul.
Jaden Williams will probably come. Yep,
she did.
Check
right
in
on
for
cue.
her.
4:21 to go. Swathers in front, 28-22. Hazelwood had 7 first half points. Actually 7 points in the first quarter, as that's a nice take by Malm off the window. Kendall Berrigan trying to turn the corner, Abby Proctor. Swathers looking to answer. Pull-up jump from Callie Yoder from 15, misses, and a rebound fought for, tipped off of Kendall Berrigan. A lot of physical.
Yeah,
Out of bounds.
Yeah, I like the no call there. I think both players probably had a right to the ball and some incidental contact on the body. But regardless, Vikings will maintain possession. Hazelwood will bring it up here.
Hazelwood working against Abby Proctor, handing off. Blanchett trying to step through. Her shot blocked by Abby Proctor, stays with the Vikings. Vikings will inbound it on the baseline.
Yeah, looking to cut it back to one possession game here.
Hazelwood kicks it back out. Malm dials up a high arching three. Her first triple of the contest, and it is a one possession game and a 1-point lead for Heston. Sitting by the prophet, Jackson Humphreys himself. You kind of called that, you kind of willed that into existence. Jaden Williams back the other way.
Staying wide open on the side. We'll see Callie Yoder. Good pass up there.
Swathers looking to bounce it over in the corner. Kendall couldn't hang on to it, tosses it away. Blanchett ahead, racing down the floor. Blanchett all the way in. Her shot short, rebound Abby Proctor.
Missed Mason up the floor, but Swathers might want to reset and slow down and run some offense
I think you're
here.
absolutely right in that situation as Kendall works straight away. Timeout called by head coach Matt Richardson. He saw the same thing. He wants to talk things over.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go, I think Yoder's the only scorer for the Swathers in the quarter. So you'd like to get some other people involved and see if you can't generate a good look from just running some set plays.
Definitely two teams that date a long way back, long intertwined history. They were members of the first inaugural or incarnation of the CKL back in my day in high school. I think they actually matched up years and years ago, way back when, before it was officially Smoky Valley. It was still Lindsborg High School.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking today that outside of maybe Hillsborough, Smoky Valley's probably been Heston's greatest competition, probably across all sports in the past decade or so.
I would think. Very healthy, respectful rivalry.
Yeah, absolutely.
28-27 Swathers by a point with 2:40 to play in the third. Jaden Williams here on the near side, on top Kendall Berrigan. Jaden again works straight away. Case Mason far wing.
Blanchard just covers up so many of those passing lanes. Proctor's just staying right in front of Hazelwood wide open, but
Callie Yoder not shy, fires a three, rebound, offensive rebound by Kendall Berrigan, and a foul whistle on. If that's on Hazelwood, that's number 4.
oh, wow.
That is on Hazelwood. She picks up her 4th personal foul.
Yeah, that is massive for the Vikings here.
She was desperately trying to plead her case, saying, I'm okay, I'm okay.
Yeah, I think you have to take her out there.
Abby Proctor driving and knocked to the floor, but the ball out of bounds. .209 to go.
Had Proctor on the backside, looking it up to Berrigan in the corner. She'll have it knocked away. Peters will tie it up.
And we've just a scrum. Bodies everywhere on the floor.
Yeah, it's just that type of game where everybody's going to be on the floor.
And now Smoky Valley wants 30 seconds to talk things over. I didn't think I was on the floor, but we're up here. Feels like we were on the floor, too, in the scrum. 30-second talking over here for the Vikings.
Yeah, thought there was a chance that the refs might decide to clean it up a little bit here in the second half, but it should have been just as physical as that first half.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if that carries over the boys' game, too.
Yeah, you'll have to see, but it will definitely be interesting. Yeah, it's funny if Hazelwood's picked up 4 personal fouls, and I don't think anybody else. Well, I guess McGill has 3, but
Even McGill has 3. Otherwise than that, those are the 2 players for each respective squad in foul trouble.
yeah.
Team fouls are even at 3 apiece right now through the quarter. Malm with it. She'll come here on the near side to Haxton. Peters plays on top to Blanchett. Minute 52 to go. Smoky Valley down by a point. Scott back out to Malm. Malm spins. Down low to Scott. Scott's shot will not drop. Rebound pulled down by Callie Yoder.
Yeah, lucky break there for the Swathers. Had Jaden Williams on the block, which is not where you want her, but they will reset here, looking to get a good look for maybe the first time this quarter.
Kendall goes to work. Left it a little bit short. Partially blocked there by the Vikings. Blanchett stepping through. A tie-up whistled.
Oh,
No,
wow,
we've got a foul here.
Thought that was going to be a jump ball or a travel before the way this game was going, but the baseline official.
And Casey Mason picks up her 3rd personal foul. Malm with it on the far side. Malm trying to drive. Kicks it back on top. Blanchett working against Casey Mason. And Casey Mason has just picked up her 4th personal foul.
Malson Phillips to the table, but more importantly, that's going to put Blanchett at the free throw line.
So Blanchett at the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throws in the half by the Vikings. Blanchett's free throw, good. We're tied at 28. Second free throw coming up. Blanchett's free throw, good. Blanchett with 5 points. And the Vikings have taken the lead 29-28, under a minute to go. Kendall Brugan with it on the far side.
Yeah, have an opportunity to go for a 2-for-1 here. Brugan's going to get his shot up and is complaining about a call and is not the type of game that she's going to get it.
Malm with it, working the other way. And a travel whistled.
Well, again, yeah, the Swathers 2-for-1 opportunity with the ball coming out in this 4th quarter here. You'd like to see them get a bucket here at the end of the quarter and then start out with a bucket if possible.
Callie Yoder trying to set this up. Swathers may milk this clock down, just over 30 seconds to go. Blanchett comes up with a steal. Blanchett the other way. Abby Proctor gets a block.
Yeah, Vikings wanted a foul call there, but Proctor seemed pretty straight up and held her ground.
Callie Yoder trying to set this up. 10 on the clock now. Abby Proctor down low. Ella Kate Phillips, high off glass, draws a foul. And she'll shoot a free throw, pair of free throws. Foul whistle on Eva Malm. Malm picks up her 3rd personal. So Ella Kate at the free throw line. And her free throw crawls off the side. the second free throw up and good. Ella Kate knocks down the free throw. Tied at 29. Blanchett the other way. Ahead, Malm dumps it down low. The floater by Haxton will not go. We're tied at 29 here, heading into our fourth quarter in what has turned into a battle here from the shed.
Yeah, low-scoring quarter, just 6-9 there. But the Vikings got much better looks than the Swathers, in my opinion, that quarter. Just did not cash it in like Peters there at the end of the quarter. Beat the press nicely. Got a great look, as much as you can ask for with just 10 seconds on the clock, but just couldn't cash in.
Yeah, it's been just not a lot of flow, but just like we said early on, kind of has like the heavyweight fight of two people just standing toe-to-toe, literally slugging it out.
Yeah, I mean, this is about as physical a game as you can see, and honestly, both teams really haven't adjusted very well to that, and so we'll see what happens here in the fourth quarter.
Fourth and final frame coming up. Jackson, I'm going to ask you a quick question here. As we've transitioned to the boys' game, are you a fan of the reset of the quarter, the fouls of the quarter this year?
I love it,
okay,
Rusty.
Good.
Honestly, it'd be the second best change to adding a shot clock into high school basketball.
Don't get me started on the shot clock. We don't have enough time.
Yeah, it's no doubt about that. But yeah, I mean, just by pure math, man, the games get over so much quicker. I was watching some JV boys basketball. Having it reset at the beginning of the quarters is pretty amazing.
I do like that. Callie Yoder set it up. Here we go, fourth and final quarter. All knotted up at 29 apiece. Abby Proctor plays over Ava McGill. Ava down low, shot off the glass by Ella Kate Phillips, no good. Her second chance won't go, and that time the rebound pulled down by Kat Blanchett.
Yeah, great play design there from Coach Richardson. About as good as look as you can ask for there.
Kat Blanchett trying to set this offense up. Dumps it down. Kick out in the corner as Scott drives, and she steps out of bounds.
Viking fans don't like the call, but frankly, that's the game that's been called. I think that's pretty consistent going both ways.
Kendall Bergen here on the near side. Lost it, gets it back. Swings over to Callie Yoder. Callie kicks it back out. Ella Kate Phillips eyed the jumper, changed her mind. Kendall all the way in. She'll knife to the bucket, slices her way to two. Her first basket in the second half, and it's a 2-point Swather lead.
And that basket sends Hazelwood right back to the table. You had to expect that as soon as the Vikings gave up the tie or the lead, that Hazelwood was coming back.
She was coming back in, and she has 4 personal fouls. Casey Mason with 4 personal fouls for the Swathers. That's nearly taken away as Peters goes back door. Scott tries to save it right in the hands of Kendall Bergen, and Kendall, weaving her way through traffic, wiggles ahead and backs away. Gianna looking down low. Back on top. Ava, or rather Ella Kate, plays to Ava on the wing. Addie goes to work down low. That's loose. Abby gets it back. Taps it ahead to Ava in the corner. Swarmed by Malm, and this time a possession arrow, the jump ball, and the possession will go to Smoky Valley.
Mason and Hazelwood both enter the game. Malm will get a break. Haxton's been giving Vikings really good minutes here in the third and fourth quarter.
6:20 to go. Swathers by a bucket. Hazelwood trying to set this offense up. Back out. Scott dials up from deep. It crawls off the side of the rim. Rebound pulled down. Kendall Bergen. Kendall the other way. Ava short corner to Casey. Casey goes to work the low block.
Yep.
Drug her pivot foot.
Man, I'd love to see Casey just shoot that from the short corner there. Has a nice 15-footer, but
has proven that she can hit it all season long.
Yeah, pump fake and go to the left is a very hard move to go. Just shoot the ball.
5:51 to play here in the fourth. Hazelwood and the Vikings trying to answer back, trailing by a bucket. Hazelwood drives all the way in. That one deflecting, and that one kickball will stay with the Swathers, or the Vikings rather, excuse me.
I like that action though with Hazelwood coming off the double screen. opening up the court for her, giving her some space. Nice
As
back
Hazelwood
cut.
tips ahead. There's Callie Yoder. Callie plays to Ava McGill. Here come the Swathers. 5.5. Kendall Brugan looking to drive all the way down short corner, rolls it back out to Abby Proctor. Casey Mason. Swathers reset. Kendall dials up from way downtown and knocks it down. Kendall connects from deep, and the Swathers push the lead to 5.
Yeah, had to think one of those was going to go down eventually.
Scott to answer back, wild off the high off the glass, and the rebound, and then a foul whistled on Scott. Tinley Scott whistled for her first personal foul. First foul of the quarter coming for either squad at the 4:59 mark.
Smoky Valley going to pick up in some man-to-man full court pressure
Looks
here.
that way. They go down low. Kendall Brugan slips behind the defenders. She'll race in all the way in. She draws up. She is fouled from behind. Brianne Peters can cover some ground quickly.
Yeah, two athletes going at it, and one had the ball and one didn't, and one with the ball was able to catch up. That's how it usually goes.
So Peters whistled for her first personal foul.
Yeah, for the most part, she's played excellent defense on Brugan tonight.
And Kendall's first free throw. Crawls around, drops home. Kendall with 12. Leads all scorers now. Second free throw coming up. And the junior's free throw rattles in and out. Abby Proctor, offensive rebound, stick back, in and out. Casey Mason had it for a had it for a second. And we have two girls tangled up as they both go to the floor.
I believe it's going to stay with the Swathers here.
Foul was whistled on Blanchett. Nothing malicious, they just got tangled up. Kind of got tangled together and went down.
Mason had position, and Blanchett tried to reach over the top and couldn't quite get it, but...
And both lost their balance. An illegal screen whistled on the Swathers, and Casey Mason fouls out.
Yeah, that's a... Wow, what a way to foul out here in a game that's been absolutely physical to the teeth. 2 illegal screens are going to send you right to the bench.
So Casey finishes the game with 4 points. Hazelwood bringing the ball up the floor. Hazelwood muscled the shot up and pulled down. Rebound by Kendall. Kendall the other way.
Smart decision by Brugan to pull that one out.
Slow it down, 6-point lead. Look for the great shot.
Yeah, a 6-point lead in this game feels like a 12-point lead in some other games.
Kendall stops and pops it. That three is nothing but the bottom of the net. Kendall buries her second three of the quarter.
I believe that's a self 9-0 run by Brugan to push the lead to 9.
It's absolutely right. And the lead is 9 with 4:14 to play. Kendall has 15 points. But in a slugfest like this, it feels like it could be 40.
Yeah, 15, especially when she just had 6, entering the fourth quarter here. She can get high in a hurry, and the microwave is on for sure.
So Kendall starting to heat up. Like you said, 9 straight by Kendall. And the Swathers a stretch a lead.
Yeah, and you got to wonder if some of that is on the Vikings, maybe losing a little bit of the energy that they have. Only playing really 6 players this far in the game. It takes a toll on a body for sure. But with the way the Vikings can shoot the basketball, they're never really out of the game.
You are absolutely right. The 3-point shot, the great equalizer.
Absolutely.
Hazelwood quickly keys it in. She gets it back from Mull. Hazelwood thought about the three. She'll drive all the way in. Hazelwood muscles the shot up. She's fouled. The foul whistle on Kendall. Kendall picks up her second personal foul, and Adrian Hazelwood will head to the free throw line and shoot two. Her first trip to the free throw line tonight. And Hazelwood calmly knocks the free throw down. First point of the quarter coming to 4:05 mark. A second chance upcoming. Hazelwood 2 for 2. She has 9 points. And the Swathers lead by a touchdown, 38-31. Abby Proctor playing it over here on the near side.
Swathers seem content just to run off time here about the volleyball line.
And Ashley, you're up by 7 with 3:45 to go. You're looking for that great shot. They're trying to isolate Kendall down low.
Yeah, I like the idea to post up, but again, if you're the Swathers, no need to hurry anything.
Exactly right. Callie Yoder on the far side. Swathers have burned off over half a minute right here. And they'll reset the offense.
And Rusty, this is not to bring the shot clock back into it, but man, I would love to see a shot clock, even regardless of that it's benefiting Hesston right now.
As here comes Jaden Williams, she'll back away. As Abby Proctor bumped by Tinley Scott. Scott whistled for her second personal foul. 14th foul on the Vikings. Fruits checking back in the lineup. So the next foul by the Vikings, Swathers will shoot two, barring being player control. Jaden Williams handed off, and she's bumped by Scott. Scott whistled for her third personal, and Jaden Williams will walk to the free throw line to shoot a pair of free throws.
Yeah, I mean, with 3 minutes to go down 7, you don't necessarily need to foul, but with the way this game is going, you probably want to generate as many possessions as possible.
Williams at the free throw line, her first free throw. Rattles around and will not drop.
And anytime you can foul a freshman in a high-pressure situation, that's probably who you want to foul.
Second chance upcoming. And the freshman spins the second one off, will not drop. Rebound, Blanchett of the Vikings. Mom trying to go to work. Left it in the corner. That one poked away, loose on the floor, and we're going to have a foul on the Swathers. I think that's on Abby Proctor. And Abby whistled for her second personal foul. Third personal foul, excuse me. 2:46 to go, Swathers by 7. Blanchett catching straight away, and that time Jaden Williams steps in front of the pass and comes up with a steal. Callie Yoder, sorry.
No, go ahead. I think if I'm the Swathers, I'm giving the ball to whoever Hazelwood is guarding and forcing her to play defense either without fouling, or if she has to foul, then she's gone.
Abby Proctor is fouled by Blanchett. Blanchett whistled for her third. Abby will head to the stripe where she will shoot a pair. Free throw by Abby, up and good. Abby with 6 points.
Ava McGill comes into the game for Jaden Williams. Probably play a little defense on Hazelwood here.
Second chance upcoming for the junior. It is up, and it rattles home. Abby good on both free throws. 7 now for Abby. 40-31 our score, 2:15 to play. Dump down pass to Hazelwood. She'll muscle the shot up. She gets her own rebound, sticks it up and in. Adrian Hazelwood with 11. Callie Yoder, minute 57 to play. Swathers by 7. Kendall backing away. Swathers content to work the clock in that 7-point lead.
Like to see the Vikings attempt to trap. Well, they don't need to. Abby Proctor throws it out of bounds there.
As the Vikings pillage their way into a Swather turnover with 1:45 to play. Hazelwood stepping all the way in. Gives to Blanchett. Hazelwood here in the near corner. Tried to step back. Blanchett pulls up from 12. Misses. Rebound tipped around. Abby Proctor comes away with it. Callie Yoder weaves her way through 3 defenders. And the Swathers pull it back with 1:22 to go.
Again, need a little sense of urgency from the Vikings here. Down 7 minutes, 20 to go. Really, you're trapping or fouling.
Bruggen backs away to the Swather logo. Working. 1:05 to go.
Yep, knew the 5 call was coming there. Looks like got the timeout
Got
first.
the timeout, yes. Timeout called by Matt Richardson. 30-second timeout, and a wise timeout there, too, before that 5-second call.
Yeah, saves the possession there for the Swathers. Always a worthwhile endeavor late in the game.
.103 to play here. We're back in action. Callie Yoder just crossing to the front court. Callie trying to turn the corner. Callie driving. Backing out. Kendall is bumped by Peters.
Discussing something.
I didn't see what they're discussing. Foul charge to Brianna Peters. Kendall at the free throw line where she will shoot 2. She's 1 for 2 tonight. The free throw, nothing but net for Kendall. 16 now for Kendall. Second free throw upcoming. That free throw good. 17 for Kendall. Hazelwood hustling. Dump down pass inside to Peters, who slips behind the defenders and scores. And a foul whistled on
Hazelwood. That'll be her 5th.
That's on, yes it is, and that's on Hazelwood. That is number 5. Hazelwood finishes with 11 tonight.
Yeah, I almost would have liked to see a timeout there to stop the clock and set up the press instead of just letting them get the ball in quick and then having to foul. And
Callie knocks down the free throw. Callie's had a great game, 11 tonight for Callie. Chance to make it 12. Abby Proctor had 7 tonight. Callie's free throw missing, rebound pulled down by Blanchett. Blanchett, her 5 points the other way. Tossing away. And they say it was last touched by the Swathers. Tipped will stay with the Vikings. Tinley Scott had 8 points, Jackson, on the first half.
yeah, the Swathers have done a great job of holding her and Blanchett really pretty much scoreless in the second half, I believe.
Steal right on cue by Bruggen. Bruggen backing away with 30 seconds to go. So Callie Yoder backs out, plays to Kendall, and Kendall fouled by Peters. And Kendall will shoot 2 more free throws. With 21.8 seconds to go. Kendall's free throw crawls off. The second free throw up and good. Kendall knocks down the second free throw, 18 on the evening for the Swathers leading scorer.
Yeah, man, it's been a really hard fight, 18, but she managed to get there, Scott.
Hoists a three. Malm with a rebound. She'll try her hand at a high arching three. Too strong rebound fought for. Abby Proctor has it. Stripped away. Saved by Peters. Tosses over the head to Malm. Malm with 4. That one,
oh my gosh.
a foul whistled there on Kendall Brugan with 0.7 seconds to go. 0.7.
Yeah, that's a head scratch for right there for sure. Up 9 with less than a second to go. Just let them get whatever shots up they want to get up.
So Haxton at the free throw line. Haxton's free throw will not drop. Brugan with 18 tonight. 11 for Yoder, 7 for Abby Proctor, 4 for Casey Mason, 3 for Jaden Williams, and a point for Ella Kate Phillips. Haxton's free throw short. 4 for Peters, 7 for Malm, 8 for Scott, 11 for Hazelwood. Blanchett had 5. And the Swathers pick up the victory. A big victory for Heston. They'll move to 16-3 and pretty much probably lock up that 2 seed.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this result pretty much locks up both Smoky Valley and Heston's sub-seed. Heston will be in that 2 seed, likely facing Burlington in the first round. And then Lindsborg is probably going to have to travel either to Santa Fe or Osage City, depending on
what happened with Southeast of Saline. Yeah, so we're going to take our headsets off and keep it right here, though, because they're going to recognize the 2014 state champions, both boys and girls. So stay right here at the Shed. Jackson, it's been great having you with me, and thanks for joining me anytime.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure, Rusty.
All right, thanks again, and we'll just stay right here.
Each team finished their season in Hutchinson, Kansas, hoisting the state championship trophy. Expectations were high in 2014 for both girls and boys teams. Girls had good experience coming back from a team that went 20-3 at the end of the 2013 season with a loss in the 4A sub-state championship game. As 2014 rolled around, the team concluded the season our time. That was. For the first time in school history, the Lady Swathers brought home the championship trophy from Hutchinson by defeating Douglas, Council Grove, and then Lyons in a hard-fought championship game 46-36. The girls finished the year 25-1 with their lone loss during the season in a thriller to defending 4A state champion Wamego in the Hillsborough tournament. It was truly their time. The year for the boys proved to be one of the most memorable as well, coming off the 2013 campaign with a 19-4 record. There was the attitude of unfinished business with the team. The team averaged 57 points while giving up 40 per game. The state tournament led to 3 memorable and very competitive games. The Swathers defeated Wichita Collegiate and Ripton in the first 2 rounds, and then boys capped the weekend in Hutchinson with the state championship victory over Beloit 59-54, completing a perfect season at 26-0. For only the 11th time in Kansas State basketball history, both the girls and boys basketball teams from the same school brought home the state championship trophies from the tournament. A combined 51 wins and 1 sole loss was all part of the historic run for the Swathers. The members of the girls team: Caitlin Hageman, Patty Brandon-Palmer, Abigail Decker-Hoagie, Chelsea Emery Lucasar, Allie Joseph McCartney, Megan Rose-Mickens, Libby Reimer, Tammy Richardson, Katie Richardson, Hannah Schmidt, Yesenia Nebel-Schumer, Audrey Wilson. Assistant coaches Carla Proctor and Kristen Barber, and head coach Matt Richardson. The boys team: Levi Caffrey, Grant Dalston, Scott Dirksen, Tyler McCartney, Wyatt McKinney, Grant Raleigh, Cole Rostetter, Garrett Roth, Ryan Shadler, Brad Simpson, Justin Smith, and John Weber. Assistant coaches Matt Fleming and Grady Pauls, and head coach Greg Raleigh. Congratulations. rotate.